list of names. Here it is. We're gonna do some X-Men characters since the X-Men movie is coming out in a few days. I start with Apocalypse. There we go. Real name and Saban Noor. Occupation Conqueror. Base mobile. Height 7 feet. Weight usually 7 feet. I don't know why that's in there. So he's usually 7 feet tall, but he can grow, he can change his size. First appearance in Shadow X Factor number 5, June 1986. Fully shown X Factor number 6, July 1986. I don't know, that's weird. Can alter the atomic structure of his body to change shape. Can increase his size by absorbing additional mass. Possesses superhuman strength, stamina, and durability. Right here. After M-Day, he returned again, this time after a drop of his technovirus-infected blood created a body for him out of spare body parts on Earth. 295. The Age of Apocalypse. Apocalypse conquered North America and enslaved humanity before being killed by Magneto. Probably because of the metal in his body. Apocalypse, born nearly 5,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. Apocalypse is one of the earliest known mutant humans. As Ensabanur, or the first one, he traveled the world for thousands of years, instigating wars to test which nations were fittest, and was worshipped as a god by ancient civilizations. In the 20th century, Noor, now called Apocalypse, decided that the emerging superhuman mutants were destined to supplant unfit ordinary humans, hence the often battled the original X Factor and the X-Men, who were dedicated to peaceful coexistence between mutants and other humans. Though extraordinarily long-lived, Apocalypse's physical body eventually wore out. He survived by projecting his consciousness into host bodies. Apocalypse's first modern team of horsemen, his warrior servants included Famine, War, Pestilence, from left to right, and Archangel as Death, not shown. September 1963. Wow, so he's been there since the beginning. Did not know that. Interesting. Powers. Feathered wings can carry up to twice his weight and bear him to 20,000 feet, able to fly up to 150 miles per hour. Enhanced lungs enable him to breathe at high altitudes, possesses extraordinary eyesight and blood, has healing qualities. Right here, Warren's skin gained a blue pigment during his time working for Apocalypse. Kinda looks like, what's his name? The guy who... Nightcrawler. He kinda looks like Nightcrawler. Having lost both his parents, the X-Men have become a surrogate family to Archangel or Archangel, whatever. Picketing and fighting, but also protecting and defending each other. During his recent stay in Genosha as part of the Excalibur team, Archangel battled the high-tech soldiers known as the Weaponeers. Warren Worthington was born into a wealthy family. At private school during his late teens, Warren noticed wings budding from his shoulder blades. Fearful of attracting attention, he strapped them into his body, but secretly began experimenting with flying. When a fire started in his school, Warren flew to the rescue of his schoolmates, disguised in a nightshirt and blonde wig. He was mistaken for an angel, and so when he headed to New York City to become costume crime fodder, he took moniker Avenging Angel. The moniker Avenging Angel. That's pretty cool. Warren soon came to the attention of Professor X and joined the Professor's fledgling band of X-Men. At first, Warren disguised his face with a mask, but he later discarded it, believed that his handsome, telegenic features would help gain the team public support. So he was cocky. With his vast inherited wealth, it was perhaps inevitable that he would become a media playboy. Similarly, although he remained loyal to Professor X's broad ideals, he drifted between various superpowered teams, using his fortune to provide backing to the champions of Los Angeles, the Defenders, and later X-Factor. While with X-Factor, Warren's wings were damaged. Battling the Marauders, the wings became infected and had to be amputated. The loss of his wings so depressed Warren that he attempted suicide, saved by the mutant warlord Apocalypse. Warren was offered the chance to grow new wings of steel if he became one of the Apocalypse's horsemen. Death. Okay, I wonder if they're gonna do that in the movie. That'll be interesting to see. Confused and still depressed, Warren agreed, but this Faustian pact brought him into direct conflict with his X-Men friends. Only the apparent death of his old friend Iceman brought Warren to his senses. Following this epiphany, Warren's metal wings molted to reveal feathers beneath. Returning to the X-Men, Warren rechristened himself Archangel. When his skin returned to its normal color, he went back to calling himself Angel for a while. Recently, Wolfsbane tore off Warren's wings again and gave them to the anti-mutant purifiers who distilled an apocalypse strain from them and used it to give many of their agents metallic wings. Warren soon transformed back into Archangel. Once again, he can now morph back and forth between his angel and Archangel personas at will. That's awesome. I've already done Nightcrawler and Cyclops. And Prodigy and Gambit. Archangel. Let's see, what should I do next? Beast, maybe. I never really cared for Beast. I'll go with Jubilee. There's Iceman. They were gonna make a movie of the Inhumans, and Vin Diesel was gonna play Black Bolt. This guy with his powers to if he speaks, his voice just destroys everything. So, you know how Vin Diesel's voice is really deep. It's pretty cool. There she is. Real name. I'm sorry, I can't see. Jubilation Lee. Jubilation Lee. So that's why they just call it Jubilee. That's pretty cool. Occupation, X Corporation. Employee. Base, mobile, height, 5'5", weight, 105. Eyes, blue. Hair, black. First appearance. Oh, that's weird. Anyways, first appearance. Uncanny X-Men 244. May 1989. I think that's what it says. Yep. Generates and projects energy. Globes. I think that's what it says. I'm sorry. Globules. Fireworks from her fingers. Jubilee is also able to control, direct, and reabsorb these. Born to a wealthy Asian American family, Jubilee was raised in Beverly Hills and became a top-class gymnast after her parents lost their fortune and then their lives. Of course. Jubilee was left orphan and embittered Since returning to the U.S., Jubilee has been a member of X-Men and Generation X. While she still has some sharp edges, much of Jubilee's faith in humanity has been restored. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the light where I'm at. My eyesight is like covering this, and the camera is showing this, but it's actually away from me. I guess we'll do Storm. What's OE sound in French? Oh, Monroe. Sorry. I didn't see the R. That's pretty far. My vision sucks. Ororo. Ororo. Hello, Monroe. Occupation. Adventure-based. Wakanda. She's from Wakanda. I did not know that. Wakanda is also where Black Panther's from, if you didn't know. So that's interesting. substituted for Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible One, temporarily becoming half of the Fantastic Four. Recently, Storm returned to help X-Men in their hunt for the first mutant baby born after M Day. She later helped to defeat the Shadow King, who had possessed her husband's form soon after she was forced to take over as the sole ruler of Wakanda after Dr. Doom critically injured the child. We'll do one more. What should we do? Oh, I know. Mystique. Real name, Raven Dark. Occupation, Deputy Director of Defense. Deputy Director of Defense Advanced Research Planning Agency, U.S. Defense Department. Base, the Pentagon, Washington, D.C. Height, 5 feet 10 inches. Weight, 120 pounds. Eyes, yellow. Hair, red, orange. First appearance, Miss Marvel, number 16, April 1978. Her powers, a mutant shapeshifter who can make herself look like any humanoid or semi-humanoid being, male or female, copying every detail including retina, fingerprints, and voice pattern. Mystique learned to use her mutant shape-shifting powers at an early age as Raven Darkle. She had her powers so well that she rose to a position of power. Of great power within the U.S. Defense Department, giving her access to military secrets and advanced weaponry to use for her criminal purposes. She could actually have her own movie. That would be really cool. But Jennifer Lawrence, I don't think she wants to do it anymore. As Mystique, she organized the second Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, teaming with Avalanche, the Blob, Destiny, and Pyro. The Brotherhood attempted to assassinate Senator Robert Kelly, a vocal enemy of all mutants, but the X-Men stopped them. The Brotherhood later changed its name to Freedom Force and began working for the U.S. government. When that ended, Mystique joined X-Factor. Recently, she joined the X-Men and then betrayed them in the hunt for the first mutant baby born after M Day. She has 2 sons, presidential candidate Graydon Creed and X-Men Nightcrawler. She also served as a foster mother to the X-Men Rogue. Moving with lightning quick reflexes, Mystique narrowly avoids the path of a guided missile. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave some comments below. I would appreciate some criticism, constructive